Hey everybody, welcome to the Wreath Workshop. I am Ashley Greenwood from 3 Little Greenwoods Creations. Today we are going to get started on a new easy fall garland for my front porch. So come on in and let's get started. Now, I love garlands. They make me happy. I love to decorate with them over our front door, our mantle, and I have even really fallen in love with putting them over my double window that's over my kitchen sink. So that is how I use them to decorate, and they don't have to be hard. They don't have to be hard and tricky and time consuming and expensive. So come on in. Today I'm going to show you how I get started with my garlands. And if you are watching this video, hey, welcome. I'm Ashley. I'm so glad you're hanging out with me today. You might be watching the replay if you're watching right now. If you are on Facebook, hello my friends on Facebook. Give me a heart, follow along so that you keep up with all of the goodness going on. If you're on TikTok, good morning my friends TikTok. I love hanging out with you guys. You are such a fantastic community. Go ahead and click that follow button and give me some hearts on this video as well. I'm going to pull myself up on my Facebook page so I can keep up with comments. Like I said, today we are going to be making an easy, not complicated fall garland, but it is still going to be so very pretty. So the first thing that we are going to get started with for this tutorial is I have a very inexpensive 12-foot garland that I got from Walmart last year. 12 feet. These are so inexpensive, aka they are cheap, but it's going to give me enough structure to make my garland, and it's going to be great. Now, if you don't have these in your store yet, don't worry, they're coming, okay? These little garlands are coming. I'm going to be starting the foundation with 2 rolls of 10-inch deco mesh. I got these from the Hobby Lobby. I really liked this little color combination. I have a deep love for things that are light and bright and white because they show up better. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually going to be the same garland that I made a couple of years ago. I'm just remaking it with different colors, different color schemes. And if you want that complete tutorial, it is in the description of this video on Facebook. And if you're in TikTok, you can find the complete tutorial for the fall garland. It's in the link. You know where the link is. All right, so here we go. First, deco mesh. This is really, I'm liking this. It is not like super frayy. I don't think it's going to be very frayy. It's almost like a plastic weave, and I love plastic. I'm here for it. So this is our first one. This is a 10-inch roll of mesh, 18 feet. I'm not going to use all of this. And I have a 12-inch garland, 12-foot garland. Oh my goodness. Hello everybody. Good morning, Angel. Welcome. Good morning to my friends watching on TikTok. Hey, Glenda, Margaret, Lisa, Mitzi. Welcome. Hello to my other friends on TikTok. All right, so here we go. We're going to take this and I'm going to gather it up on the ends. Just kind of pinch it together. And then I'm going to fold it over because I want to start the end of my garland. I want to make it look pretty. Good morning, Sandra in South Carolina. Welcome. So I'm going to start on the end right here. TikTok. Why you got to be messing with me? Start on the end right here. And I'm just going to tack it down. Just like this. Now the best thing about using this super cheapy garland is it's super cheap and it just provides a spine for you to work with, okay? All right, so I'm gonna take my deco mesh and just start doing some roller coasters. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna roller coaster all the way down. Who out there really likes to work with deco mesh? Leave me a comment and let me know. I am learning to like it. I did not use it for a very long time because I was a little intimidated of it. And it seemed really aggravating and very cumbersome as I am using it. Hey, Ellen. Where do I get the spray foam that I love using as well? I get it from Home Depot. But you can buy spray foam at all of the home improvement stores. So here's what I'm doing, my friends, okay? I am just going this way, that way, this way, that way. Hey, Maggie. Maggie says she does a lot of deco mesh wreaths. I'm learning. I am learning how to use them. I am more of a grapevine girl. It's just what I began to make when I first started on my wreath making journey. They're easier for me. I'm trying to keep track of what I'm doing, y'all. And talk at the same time. So here's what we've got so far. We're just doing little roller coasters. Just back and forth. And I'm going to do my whole 12 feet of this garland. So I'm going to pull this one over to this side. 2, 3, 4. This one needs to be over here a little bit more. Trying to keep them consistent little roller coasters. I'm probably using about 12 inches. Gathering it up. Going from side to side. And then just tacking it down. And I am using the evergreen tines to do that. Just like that. And like I said, now this is just, I am just building my base today. We are headed out of town. It is football season here in the South, and I'm sure all the other places. Hello, Lydia from Dallas. So I am in the process of making all of the tailgate food. And I thought, while I'm in the middle of cooking something, I jump on with you guys and just start to make the garland for my front porch. Now, my garland that I originally made, the one that you can get the complete tutorial for, last year, it started to kind of fall apart after three years, y'all. And my lights that I put into the garland, they stopped working. So I actually took it all apart. I kept some of the pieces, but this year we're starting over. We're making something new and pretty. Hey, my friend Becky. Darlene says she loves deco mesh. Kathy likes deco mesh as well. Like I said, I am starting to learn to like it. This is a 12-foot garland, y'all. I have decided that I'm a 12-foot garland kind of girl. I want it to hang down along the sides of our front door. And I just can't get it to be as long as I like if I don't use 12 feet. Now, you do not have to use 12 feet. You can use 9 foot, 6 foot, whatever you want to use. But I've just decided that for me and mine, I like 12 foot. It goes over my kitchen window. And I really like how it looks lit at night. The previous one that I had that I said after 3 years, I decided to just start over. It has been in front. It's been hanging on the front door in my easy to install garland holder. That thing is a game changer. And it's been hanging over our kitchen window for years. Every season, not continuously. So yeah. Hey, Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn, I think you live close to me in South Carolina. Jerry Lynn says deco mesh has come a long way since she started creating. She doesn't necessarily love using it, but she loves using the breeze mesh and soft poly mesh. I did not even know there was a difference. Thank you for sharing, Jerry Lynn. I didn't even know there was a difference. I'll have to look that up. Maybe this is like the soft poly that I'm using right now, because it's definitely kind of plasticky feeling. It's really soft. I like it a lot. It's not so rough, and it's not getting caught. It's not getting caught on everything. Barbara, hey, my friend Barbara. Look at my beautiful nails, y'all. Barbara is my nail tech representative. She sells red aspen nails, and I have like fallen in love with them. Look how pretty they are. So I can, if you're interested in Barbara's nails, let me know. I will get you her link. So yeah, it is football season. We are going to tailgate all weekend. So I am making all of the things. Jerry Lynn, I'm in Aiken. So we're neighbors, my friend. All right, I'm almost done. And I'm almost finished with this roll. Okay. I'm trying to be consistent and chit chat with y'all at the same time. Sometimes that is really hard for me to do. They are really pretty, Barbara. Game day ready. So I look like I'm all polished and put together. I'm not. I am absolutely not, my friends. So for tailgating, let's talk about tailgating food, friends. For tailgating, I am making, it's an early game. And y'all know we like to eat. Everybody likes to eat. It's super early game. People are going to be getting to our tailgate at 7:30. 7:30 in the morning. So I need to have food ready. So I am making a grits casserole. Ta-da! I'm using the whole thing. I'm making a grits casserole in the crock pot for early, when everybody gets there at the crack of dawn. And I am also making, I call them hammy sammies, the little poppy seed sandwiches. I'm gonna cut this little bit piece off. Hello, my friend Katniss. Hi, Mary on TikTok. Welcome. Yeah, Barbara, I'll be close to you this weekend. Jerry Lynn, I would love to meet you and talk about all things wreath making. Okay, so I'm at the end of my garland, but I don't want this showing, so I'm gonna turn it over and make like a little bubble on the end. All right, friends, grits casserole, hammy sammies. Those are the little poppy seed sandwiches. I am also going to be making a pasta salad, a Greek pasta salad, and what else? I can't remember. There's one more thing. Oh, dessert. I'm making a dessert. Tina, I am. Now look at this. Now this is the more traditional mesh that I'm used to, okay? It's this like loose weave, but look at the pumpkins. Isn't that cute? That's cute. Hobby Lobby. Really, Jerry Lynn? Jerry Lynn says she sees me all the time on the internets. It's so nice to meet you. Hey Tammy. So, okay, the reason I was telling you about what I'm making for tailgating is because I want to know, what is your go-to tailgating recipe? The one that you make all the time, the one that if you don't bring it, people want to know why didn't you bring the such and such? Let me know. I'm always looking for inspiration. Every time we have a game, my husband and I sit and stare at each other and say, what are we gonna make? We make the same thing all the time, but we always like are trying to come up with something new. Hey Margaret. Margaret is asking, what is tailgating? So tailgating is something that we do in the South, maybe all the places. I am in the South. Tailgating is when we get together before a college football game and after a college football game, and we stand around and we eat and we hang out and we just like enjoy our time together. That's what tailgating is. Tina, I know exactly where that is. All right, so here's we go. Someone says walking tacos. That's a good idea. Good morning, Sandra from Arkansas. All right, here we go. I am gathering it up. I'm pinching it. And I'm going to start down here and then work my way backwards. Listen, if you want this complete tutorial, because I don't have time to make the whole thing right now. If you want this complete tutorial, step by step, the link is in the description of this Facebook video. And if you're on TikTok, it's in the link under completed fall video tutorials. Okay? So go check it out. Here we go. We're going to start with this one. This reminds me of like a sweet dress. I really like it. Down here, I'm just going to catch it at the bottom. Someone said something about tailgating. Hold on, friends. Nika says sometimes we watch other games going on. Yes. Playing music. You do it for NFL games too. Yeah. And the guys armchair the game the whole time. Does anyone else's husband like talk to the TV like he actually thinks people can hear what he says? Because mine does. He's like talking to the announcers like they can hear him. God bless it. Okay. Now here is where I am really going to try to do my zigzag pattern. Just back and forth. Jody says hers shouts at the TV all the time, like you were stressing me the heck out. Michelle says her mama does that. Oh, Kathy says yes, her husband yells at the players. Yes, and the referees and all the people. The funnest thing is, so we are University of South Carolina fans, and when our team scores a touchdown, they shoot off fireworks, right? Super fun. Well, we have 2 dogs that we take with us pretty much everywhere we go, and whenever they shoot off the fireworks for the game, our older dog, which is laying over there, barks like the army is coming and she's going to defend all of us. I mean, she just loses her mind every time the fireworks are coming. the other dog, who is our sweet little bumbling golden retriever, she is scared to death. So she immediately tries to get back in the camper. We take our camper so that she's safe. While the other one is, you know, defending us. Barking at the fireworks is super fun. Super fun. Hey, Margot. Margot says, I missed what type and where you got the first deco mesh. So the first deco mesh, both of these came from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, it's Hobby Lobby. Okay. Katniss says her little one does the same thing. Yes, Barbara, I'm pretty sure it's sold out tomorrow. I am hoping for cooler weather because I am tired of being hot. I am tired of wearing shorts. Anybody else tired of wearing shorts? I'm ready for blue jeans. I have blue jeans on today. Am I hot? Yes. But I love my blue jeans. Okay, let's see. Stephanie says she watches the games on her deck, and who knows what the neighbors think. Yeah, girl, I totally get it. At least when we're at the tailgate, everybody's yelling and screaming, and it's not just my husband. All right, 12 feet, my friends, 12 feet. Now, you might be thinking, what about all the greenery? It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We're going to add lots of bows. I'm going to add some leaves in just a minute. I will share that part with you before I have to sign off. So, yeah. The only thing I have to say that I did wrong with that first video is I added my lights after I put in my garland, okay? Don't do that because the lights are going to quit working. I suggest that you create your whole big beautiful thing and then add the lights. Because your garland is going to stay looking really pretty for a whole lot longer than your lights are going to work. And we all know that's true, right? I actually found this green garland, super cheap, friends, at Walmart last year. Now, they may not have these out right now, but it is coming. Hello, my friend Misty. Where did I see Misty watching? Misty, are you on Facebook or are you on... There you are. Hey, Misty. Now, Misty is a fantastic wreath maker. So is my friend Katniss. We just all love hanging out with each other. Okay, back and forth, back and forth. I'm gathering up about 10, 12 inches, okay? Katniss says she used to make that mistake when she got started. Yeah, don't add your lights. Put your lights on top of whatever you're doing because they're gonna die. They're gonna stop working. Which is why I took this apart last year. They did last 3 years though, I have to say that. So my plan this time is to get it all together. I'm gonna add my bows, gonna add my picks, and then I'm going to put lights in and around. That's how I'm doing it now. It is huge, Patricia, but I want this, so this is 12 feet. I want this to hang on. I have this super simple Amazon find, y'all. I'm telling everybody about it because I love it so much. It is a garland holder that I installed all by myself. I didn't have to drill into the bricks or the siding or the door frame. It has stayed up all year. I put a fall garland on it. I put a heavy Christmas garland on it. I put a spring garland on it. I put a patriotic garland on it. It's fantastic. I tell everybody about it. I love that thing. Anyway, so I'm going to be hanging this on my garland holder that I've already got installed on our front door. And I want the garland to be long enough that it's going to hang down on the sides. When I made my patriotic garland, I only used, I think it was 9 foot. And it wasn't long enough. I wanted it to be big and happy and full, and it just was not making me happy. So I'm making my roller coasters. They're a little sloppy. They are not perfect. If you are looking for perfect, my friends, you are at the wrong wreath teacher, because I don't do perfect. I used to teach kindergarten for a long time. That's what I think makes me such a good wreath teacher. Because if I can teach a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old how to cut with scissors and write their name, I can teach you how to do this. I used to always tell the little ones, we don't do perfect in Mrs. Greenwood's class. We don't do perfect. We do the best that we can, and we have fun, and we don't get stressed out about what we are doing, because even little ones can get very anxious about the things that they make, and they get upset with themselves. And we don't want them to get upset. We don't want it to stop their creativity. We don't want it to stifle their growth. So I'm gonna tell you just what I used to tell my babies that I used to teach. We don't do perfect. Perfect's too hard. We do the best we can. We have fun. We are not so critical of what we do. Nobody's gonna be looking at it but you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dot from Georgia, driving to Virginia for the weekend. How fun. Jerry Lynn says she's afraid to sell anything with lights. I don't sell it with the lights, girl. I usually let the client add them. No, that is not wrong. She says she's afraid of wiring and electrical stuff. Me too, girl. I do not sell things with lights. Hey, Trish. Hey, Pamela. I tell them they can add it. And another thing that I don't do, that I would like y'all's opinion on, do y'all add UV protectant spray to your wreaths? Yes or no? Tell me. Do y'all add that? I need to know. Jerry Lynn says no. Somebody else says, Marion says no, no. Lisa says no. Hey, Deborah. Angela says no. Hey, Sylvia from the UK. Misty says nope, nope, nope. Margot says nope. Me neither. Wendy says no. So here's why I don't, and here's my rationale behind not doing it. First off, I'm always worried that the spray may affect the color of the ribbon or the florals or the greenery. I'm afraid it might affect that, okay? So I don't do that. And secondly, I am a business, okay? I am a business, and my Everybody thinks we're like Amazon, right? So they think that when they order a wreath, it's just going to arrive like just like that. And I don't want to have to take the time to like spray it down and wait for it to dry, and you know, it's just, yeah, I don't do that. Hey, Ray Gee, welcome. She's a new follower. Do I have a YouTube page? I certainly do. It is the number 3 Little Greenwood. You can also find me on Facebook, and go to the link in my profile on TikTok. Y'all know where that is. Go to that link. There is so much goodness there. There's free tutorials. There's links to the things that I love to use as I make wreaths. So yeah, go there. And thank you for sharing. I see people on TikTok are sharing this video. I really appreciate that. Just helps more people to see it. Okay, guys, I'm at the end. I'm at the end again. Hey, Cammie. I'm almost, oh, I got just enough. So these were 18-foot rolls. This is a 12-foot garland. So I've used both of them. Sylvia is asking, are you doing front then back? Yeah, so I went down this way first, and then I went down the other way. Just because it's easier. Because it was already on my table that way. I hope that answers your questions. Guys, if you have any questions about wreath making or the garland that I am making or all the things, just let me know. Hello, my friend Jennifer and Betty. Hey, Holly. I got the mesh holly from Hobby Lobby. Good morning, Kathleen from Arkansas. Jackie, I am making a garland. Now, I taught how to make this garland. I have a complete tutorial. But after 3 years, my garland gave up the ghost. And I want a new garland for our front door. So I'm starting another one. There we go. Okay, I'm down here at the end. I've got it doubled up on my table. How wide is the burlap? It's 10 inches. It's 10 inches. Jessica is asking, you did the second puff the same way, just saying because you said you're zigzag. I see that. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. The garland is 12 foot. I can't want to say 12 inches. All right, so I'm going to take this bottom part right here. I'm going to give it a little pinchy pinch. Just like that. And I'm going to fold it over into right here. I'm going to use, I've been using the tines of the garland to attach the mesh. I'm sure you did that. I'm sure you guys knew that, right? Good morning, Tamika. Hey, Edith, I'm so glad you're joining us. This is Deco Mesh, and it is 10 inches wide. There we go. But that doesn't look pretty. I had a little too much at the end, so I did that, and I don't like that at all. So let's undo it. Now remember, my friends, this is just the beginning. This is just the foundation layer for the garland that I am going to be building myself. Hold on, let me figure out how I did this. I want to take my top little poof off. Here we go. Let's fold this up under. Just like that. Let me tack that down. I used two, thanks Becky. I used like a natural little deco mesh. Now I have this at the end, but I'm not worried about it. It's gonna be covered up, okay? It's gonna be okay. So this is the first deco mesh that I use, and it's more of a poly mesh. I just learned that. Thank you, Jerry Lynn and my other friends. Wow, Catherine says she made a 22-foot garland last year. Girl, where did you put that? I really like garlands, but let's talk about them for a minute. Let's talk about the garlands. Garlands are beautiful. They are fun to make, but they can get super pricey very quick because of all of the things that you can put in them. So my goal with this garland is I don't want to spend a lot of product. I don't want to spend a lot of money on a lot of product to put in here. I want it to be big. I want it to be beautiful, but I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars adding all the picks. Now, don't get it twisted. All the picks are beautiful. They're beautiful. I got tons of stuff. I could totally layer it up with all of the picks and things, but I want to keep it kind of inexpensive. That's why I am using an inexpensive garland from Walmart as my foundation. I'm adding 2 rolls of mesh. Easy peasy. They don't cost much. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is add leaf garlands, okay? So these are from my original garland that I made, which I got the tutorial for. You know where it is. I'm going to add them again. So let me grab them. Ta-da! Hobby Lobby, friends, Hobby Lobby. So I don't remember how much these were because, you know, I had them for a couple of years, but I checked and they still have these. So go get you some. I have these twisted together. Let me untwist them. So there are 2 of these garlands. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to lay these down along the spine of my garland, okay? Along the spine of the evergreen that I have used. Anna says sometimes less and more. Yes, it really is. And I think that we all need to be aware, especially if you are a maker that sells. The more product you put into something, the more you need to charge for it. Okay? The bigger it is, the more shipping's gonna be. It's just a whole little like snowball of things. So that's why I'm choosing to do it this way. Now I do have some picks. I do have a little bit of picks that I'm gonna be adding in here. I do. But here's what I'm doing next. Okay, so just gonna lay it in. I'm gonna divide up my little loopy loops, my little roller coasters. I'm gonna place it right here along the spine. And I'm going to twist it in place with the pine tines. Just like that. Okay, so dividing up, I'm going to pull these up. A lot of these leaves have a little bit of wire in them, which is going to make it easier to make them go where you want them to go. You don't have to tack them all the way down, but you could if you want to. So who else out there has made garlands for your home? Who has taken a pre-made garland and jazzed it up a little bit? Hey, Kathy from Virginia, you love the garland. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Jerry Lynn says, brilliant. Jerry Lynn, you're a seller, right? You know what I'm talking about. The more you put in it, the more you should charge. The more shipping's going to be if you are a shipper. Thank you, Pamela. Darlene says she's made her own. They're really fun to make. All right. Down through my little roller coasters. I'm actually using the same pine tines that I use to tack down my little roller coasters. See y'all? Look how pretty that is. Gay, I got the leaf garland from Hobby Lobby, but you can get them all the places. Kathleen says she's made garlands for every season. How fun. Anna says she has made one for her entertainment stand for Christmas. Yeah, I love to make them for Christmas. Seriously. Tanika says it's been a long time. Mary, you want to make one this year? Listen, go to the link in my profile on TikTok. Scroll down a little bit where it says complete fall tutorials. It will take you to my Etsy shop where you can get the same recipe. It's the same video tutorial, okay? Easy peasy. Margot says she's done an 8-foot, a 7-foot, and a 4-foot. But none for you. Girl, make yourself something pretty. One thing that I forgot to tell you guys before I started is I have marked the center of this 12-foot garland. You see that orange pipe cleaner? That's the center. Because I need to know where the center is for when I hang it over my door. Because it'll just make things easier. You know what I mean? Anna says her whole house is covered. Where did it go? In crafts for Christmas is your favorite holiday. I know, we love it. Holy moly, Jerry Lynn made a 24-foot Halloween garland for a double front door. She said never again. It took 10 hours and literally did not almost fit in your car. I get it. Yeah, these are really time consuming too. So my sellers, my people that sell, our time and talent is worth money. Do not underprice yourself. I tell the ladies that in my membership group all the time. Like, I know you're scared to ask for what you really should ask for things that you have made. I know, I was scared too. I thought nobody's gonna pay this. Nobody's gonna pay this, but they will. Especially if you deliver them a beautiful product, they'll pay it. Okay, I'm trying to decide what to do. I'm gonna lay this down right here. It's getting to be really big. So I'm almost finished with this one. All right. There, got it, okay. Margot is asking, how do you pack or store garlands? If it is for my home, I very, very gently, without smushing it, put it into a really large garbage bag, very gently. And then I lay it gently on top of all the other Christmas stuff that I've got, or all the other whatever stuff that I've got. Good morning, Crafty Lily. If I am shipping it to a customer, which I don't sell very many of these because number one, people don't understand how much they really cost. Number two is they're kind of tricky to ship. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't really sell a whole lot of these. I love to teach how to make them, but I don't really sell a whole lot. Someone says, Wreath all about it. Says she is scared, but what audience do you target that will pay? Etsy is so hard to sell on. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. First off, don't be scared. And don't think that Etsy is oversaturated and you'll never sell. Do you know how many doors there are in America? Think about that, okay? How many doors are there in America? There's a lot of doors in America. So I can sell wreaths, you can sell wreaths, Jerry Lynn can sell wreaths, we can all sell wreaths. Misty. So don't have that limiting. My business coach, who I love her. She talks about not having a limiting mindset. Don't have a limiting belief that you can't do it. All right. Now, let's talk about Etsy. Yeah, over 150 million doors, Jessica. We can all sell wreaths. Yes, I do have a tutorial for this swag. If you're on TikTok, it's in the link. Scroll down to where you see completed fall tutorials. Click that link. It'll take you to where you can find it. Okay, let's talk about Etsy. Don't be scared of Etsy. Okay? Now, you do have to do the work to learn how to sell on Etsy. My friend Lauren from Beautiful Mesh, she has an ebook about how to get started on Etsy the right way. And if you want that ebook, just send me a message and I'll get it to you, okay? But you either got to put in the time or the money to be successful. If you have time, go to YouTube University, listen to podcasts, do your research that way. If you have money, you will be able to reach your goal quicker. All right? So, that's all I'm going to say about that. I knew that, so I was a teacher. I was teaching. My story is, I was a teacher for 20 years. And at the time, I was teaching in the sweetest church preschool in our downtown area. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Loved it. I was not making hardly any mothers, as my college boy says. And one day after school, I saw this lady making wreaths on Facebook, just like you're watching me. I saw this lady making wreaths, and I've always been very crafty. I have made wreaths for my home for years, and I'm watching her and I'm getting excited about, what she's doing, and I think to myself, I could do that. I could do that. And then I dug a little bit more deeper and I found out that this was her business, and she made money selling wreaths. I was like, what? So I started investigating. I did YouTube University. I listened to tons of podcasts. I eventually joined a coaching group, which helped me to grow. So it's either time or it's money. And it is not easy. It's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So that's my preaching for the day. If you have any more questions about what I just said, just let me know. But listen, you got to put in the work. It is not an overnight journey at all. Business is not overnight. Seriously. Cherry Lynn says she's taught at preschool as well. I love my preschool. I miss my preschool. I miss my teacher friends because it's just me and the dogs. It's just me and my dogs right now, which I love. Yes, I try to be very honest about money and time and the work that you have to put in it. Business is hard work. It is not easy. If anybody tells you that there is such thing as passive income, they're telling you a big old fat story, because that is not, it's not the truth. It's not the truth. you got to work it. And you try things, and you do things, and you do different things. Some things work, some things don't work. Some things are like, wow, I really like doing that. That was great. And then some things I'm like, I just worked my hiney off and I got nothing. That didn't work. Oh, wow. You owned your own restaurant and flower shop for 31 years. Wow. That is very impressive. I know that was incredible hard work. And another thing people think is when you have your own business, people think that, wow, won't it be great to have your own business, to have all the time off? And yes, I do get to set my own schedule, but there are a lot of times where I can't go and do the fun thing because I have orders that I have to get out. So yeah, it's not, it's work. And some people are like, but I'm tired. I'm like, yeah, well, I've been tired too, but this is my job. This is what I have to do. All right, friends, I'm almost done. Yes, I am using 2 leaf garlands for this huge garland that I am making. Bye, Candy. Have a great day. Candy's going back to work because she got to work. All right, I'm going to lay this down. It's doubled up in the middle a little bit. I'm not stressing about it. It's going to be okay. So I will go through and, play with it a little bit, make sure everything's good, make sure it looks decent. Yeah, look, that's cute, just right there. Boom. So awesome. Diane says she owned her own barber shop for 27 years and had to close because of cancer. Oh, Diane, I'm so sorry about that. Man, I'm so glad you were in our little wreath community. I appreciate you a lot. I love how colorful these leaves are too. Now, this is not, the trend is kind of to go to more neutral. I made a beautiful neutral wreath last week in my membership. It's really, really pretty. And this is my fall. This makes me. Were I pulling that beautiful garland? Where am I putting it? It's going to go over my front door. Yep. So here's what I'm going to be doing next. I'm actually going to put it up using my garland holder that I love dearly. If you have questions about that, let me know. And then I'm going to add my bows and ribbons and some picks. I got some picks from the Hobby Lobby. So that is my plan. If you want to know how to make a garland like this, I have the complete tutorial along with the bow tutorials and the whole shebang. If you're on Facebook and you're watching this video right now, it's in the description of this video. So go check it out. If you were on TikTok, all you're going to do is go to the link in my profile. You'll know where that is. Scroll down a little bit to where it says completed fall tutorials. Click that link. It will take you to a page with other tutorials and this tutorial. So if you have a hard time finding it, just let me know. This video will also be on my YouTube channel. And if you're on YouTube, we'll put the link for all this in the description. Trish has the garland holder. She says it's a game changer. Game changer. I love that thing. Listen, I got so tired of asking my husband and my boys to help me put stuff up. This is an easy to install garland holder. You don't have to drill holes in your brick or your siding or your door frame. It stayed up all year for me, and I put it up myself with my 2 little hands. So, I love it. I have put fall, Christmas, spring, and patriotic on that for this whole year. It's great. All right, guys, I'm signing off. I gotta go make some more tailgate food. I gotta make my hammy sammies. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please give me a follow and a heart so that you can keep up with all of the goodness. If you love how I teach, that's a big deal. If you find somebody that you love how they explain things, how they teach, number one, make sure to follow them. I also have a monthly membership group that I would love for you to come and be a part of. If you have any questions about that, just reach out to me directly. Come hang out with us. We are laid back. We don't do perfect. We just have fun and we enjoy and we make beautiful things. So, all right, friends, have a great weekend. Go Gamecocks. Bye, guys.